Hey guys, welcome back to OJ Story, and right now we're in Nairobi, still giving you content from Nairobi, and right now it's night, literally, as you can see. So let's take you guys through the streets of Nairobi during such a time. And of course right there is Cafe Java's. Let's take you guys. Oh, there comes a border. Yeah, these guys are really fancy cars, man. I feel like moving to Nairobi because damn, you can just smell money when you're here. You know? You can literally smell money when you're here. So let's continue this side and let's show you a little bit of nights here. Oh, this is Koinange Street. Koinange Street, this is it. And the other one is Biashara Street. Biashara is a Swahili word to mean business. So when you're saying, I want to do business with you, you say, nataka kufanya biashara na wewe. Hiyo ni biashara ya soda na chapati. And as you can see, wow, some really fancy clothes, you know? That's why I've been telling you guys. These guys are really well dressed. Nairobi, hands down. You guys know how to get out. It's a Monday, but damn, it felt like guys were going for some party or something. The guys, they are well dressed. They come out. Of course, you guys here also really came out, you know. I really look good, guys. Like, give me some credit, you know. You can't just come to Nairobi and just come lounging around. You have to show some drip. So this is a flower point. You can buy for your loved one a flower. No, it's her birthday, it's his birthday. Come show some love, you know. But one thing you should know about Uganda, this shows that people in Nairobi are kind of romantic in a way. This is a more westernized way of showing love, buying flowers. And that shows you how westernized the Nairobi community is. For so many reasons that we can get into or not, but these guys are really westernized in the way they do a whole lot of things, you know. So I don't know if you can still see these skyscrapers even at this time, but it's bloody, it's crazy. Oops. One thing you should know about the ladies, they just have an attitude. Oh my God. And that's why I think the Nairobi men, the guys from Kenya, really like our women because they are more humble, they are more receptive. But yeah, here I'm telling you guys, we've been interviewing guys on the streets, but also we've also tried to interview ladies on the street, and we're actually gonna try one more time, so we give you a perspective of who the ladies are, of, you know, their attitude. You know, we can try to do that. I mean, we don't want to get into that, but hopefully we shall meet. Hello. Oh, she said hi back. That's interesting. First one, and she's with her boyfriend. Dude, so be careful with that one. Yeah. So here we're at Banda Street, and of course that still remains Koinange Street. And the name Koinange, it comes to me. Koinange is kind of a renowned person in the history of Kenya. You know? That name sounds familiar. So one unique thing you should look at is the trees on the streets of Nairobi. They're interesting. They're in a line, and they are watered every evening, I think. So this is really interesting, keeping the city green. And I'm also a very big proponent for maintaining the greenery, you know, whether it is in the cities or it is in the villages. I'm a big proponent for green life. You know? So we want to get a street where there are people, so that we give you that perspective I talked about. Let's test these ladies. Let me confirm to you what I just said about the attitude of these girls, you know. Because we've tried so far two of them today, just to get them to talk about Nairobi and stuff like that. and it did not work out. So let's see. Let's pray so much that we get a person that we get to talk to. But it hasn't been nice because right now I can just holler at a guy and they'll be like, yo, what's up, what's good, and all that. But a girl, she's just gonna keep quiet and stuff and give me like a really weird eye, which I don't like. I don't like those eyes, guys. If I ever meet you, come on, just be nice at least. Because I'm quite a nice guy from those who know me, you know. If you know how nice I am, please comment in the comment section. Tell guys. But guys, as we're moving, just check this out. That's Safaricom right there. Yeah. But oops. Don't cause trouble. But guys, just look at these streets. Oh my god. In Kampala, can you just walk like this? Okay, let me even stop making that comparison. That chapter is closed about comparing because you guys see it for yourself, you know? You don't have to say anything about that whole comparison again because it don't make meaning no more. Let's just take this in. Learn something about this. Look at that street. Look at this. And this is night. Can you imagine? I think those are the headquarters of Safaricom, if I'm not mistaken. And Techno right there. Techno always puts their brand on one of them tall buildings. Because also on Uganda House, you have that branding on, you know, Uganda House. Okay, there's a lady here. There's a lady here. Oh, she's gonna cross. Oh my god. Okay, guys, we shall get you a lady and we try this out. Uh-oh. You don't want to try these Matatu guys. The Matatu guys are rowdy, honestly. They play too much loud music. They literally don't sit in the Matatu. They stand outside, literally. Look, that guy is just standing there. So, that's the only unruly part of it. Too unruly. The Matatu guys. Now we can cross. You want to stay on the safe side, don't mess with the Matatu guys. I think this guy is literally just... Okay, come on. What's going on? Guys, you know the challenge is, as we're enjoying this beautiful city,
so we're crossing the Kenyatta Avenue, and now we're going to the
Mwindi Mbingu Street. Sijui hata what that means, but unaelewa bana. Yeah, you want to eat some chicken? Get in there. Get in there and chop some chicken. So I wish we would get into one of them nightclubs, but it's Monday. You're not gonna try and get rowdy here. Yeah, keep it PG. This is not for kids. What I'm going to say. The ladies here are really, really beautiful. I used not to, see Kenya like that. But I'm telling you guys, I'm quite impressed. I'm really quite impressed. Ugandan girls, let's stop showing off. Honestly, if these girls just became as receptive as the Ugandan girls and had that, humble nature, it wouldn't be good for the Ugandan ladies. But that is one thing that keeps taking the men. You realize that the physical countenance, the physical attraction has a limit. A man sometimes just needs some peace of mind, some love, and some caring. And that's what's going to take them hearts. And that's why all these men are running away from South, from of course, Nairobi, from Lagos, from Abuja, from all over the place. Even in London, they're taking all the girls from Uganda. So what are we going to be left with? What are we going to be left with, So, my advice to my guys from Uganda, if they are taking our girls, we are also going to take their girls. That's the mission. So here, these are taxis. Of course, they are normal cars, but I think for private pickups and stuff. And I think this is used by the old school guys because the younger generation knows better to use Uber, to of course join Uber and stuff, instead of just sitting around. The app can keep you busy. That's one interesting thing. Even in Uganda, I think that is still there. Not everyone is enrolling into Uber, Safe Car, or anything. Okay, let's try out this. Oh my God. I don't know if you want to try out this lady. Hello. She said hi. She was nice. I want to stop with one and talk. Tell us what's going on around this city, you know? Because we've seen the concrete, but it's the people that make up this city, you know? And we are as much as interested, or even more interested, in the people than the concrete walls, you know? And I think this street is very good for that. I don't know what these monuments, these should show us, but it seems like African soldiers, freedom fighters or something. My Dranda, London. Let's read this. This is to the memory of the native African troops who fought to the carriers who were the feet and the hands of the army. Yeah, I think
those are the ones they used to call Basebin.
Oh.
Basebin, the one with the soldiers with shorts.
I think this, very many African
that fought in the World
War I. Yeah. Many Africans were shipped out to Vietnam. How are you, bro? Yeah, man. See, the guys are really nice. You can just holler at them and they tell you what's up, you know. So yeah, let's go. Let's get it. I was gonna say what's up to that mama, but you don't want to mess up with the elderly. She has a crutch there, so we don't want to mess up people's peace. But for the younger ones, we are going to mess up your peace. You know? Then, what a city, you know? What a city. Look at that. Oh my God. So even in the night, these guys are still taking photos on the streets. Okay, let me just greet these guys and then we continue. Vipi? Uko poa? Uko poa? Vipi? Uko poa? Vipi? Nice. Uko poa? So let me say what's up to the border guys. Vipi? Uko poa? Vipi?
Kabisa jo.
Uko poa eh? Yeah man, vipi? Steady. Vipi brother? Vipi?
Wazo kaka.
Vipi?
Niambie bro.
Niko poa. Na wasalamia tu. So let's go this side. So I had to holler at those guys. Let them know what's up. UG in the building. To get on that side.
Yeah. This side, this one is supposed to be this way.
So
this is supposed to be the other side.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah.
Behind the other side.
Hello. How are you? Okay. If you guys, the National Archives actually is quite an interesting street. It's kind of a park, but on the street. So many people all over the place, and some of them are trying to find their way back home. Some of them are just seated, waiting for a friend to join them, so they go home together. So it's quite a tired lot of folks, and I hope they're nice. I think that's what we're going to get from the ladies. She'll try to talk to. I'll just try to holler at them. And guys, make sure you're quite observative, because this is the point at which you're going to prove what I told you. You either confirm, of course they're beautiful, they all know that, but they're nice. Because for me, I said it, they're not from the ones that I've tried to talk to, but now it's the time to confirm, you know? So this is where the crowds start to get crazy, because this is the point where everyone is trying to find their way back home. Oh, sorry. Kid is crying. That's amazing. But the other thing is also that this street is also quite a junction that takes you to downtown. It's a bridge between uptown and downtown, if you know what I'm meaning. You know? So let's begin on that because it's quite a transition. It's a smooth transition into, you know, the downtown life. Yeah. Woo. I know this street. I know this street. Yeah, I'm gonna start hollering at guys, especially when we reach that side, because it's about that time. But you can see that business is quite different here. Back at home, a lot of people are doing business in the streets, literally. Even literally down here, people would be having their own business going on down here. But here, the shops have a meaning. In Uganda, they construct a market and people put their foodstuffs outside. Like, damn, what's the point of constructing a market? Come on. Let's appreciate the investments we are making. Hello. Oh. See? What's this? Manhattan? There are some crazy shops. So we've reached the National Archives. Look at this guy. What the hell is he doing? Is that a car? No, it's not. That's a trolley to like push stuff. Instead of pushing stuff on the trolley, he's used it as one of. Yeah. Okay, now the crowd has started, guys. I think this is where most of the buses come, and people get into lines to go home. So it's time to say what's up. These guys are all tired, man. What's going on? Can you have a smile on your face? Please have a smile on your face. Yeah, so usually these guys are going home, and that's why the crowds are going crazy here. That's why they're going crazy. Oh, look at them shoes. So, as you can see, everyone is trying to find their way home. And I hope we don't chicken out on the plan of quite interviewing one lady. That's good. Okay, guys. As you can see, that was quite an interesting crowd. In Uganda, people don't make lines. That's why there are so many cultural shocks here. Vipi bana? Uko poa? You guys, you should learn some Swahili bana. No? Okay. Let's find our way. This is the transition to downtown. Twende bana. Now you see when you're entering downtown, it starts getting crazy, guys. I must tell you that. When you're going downtown, it gets crazy. So I think you see the big difference, you know? Uptown, there's just a few people. Very few people. And here, that's when you start getting the other shock of your life. That shows you the parallel of our society. The richer few, and most of the people are just trying. They have to look for the bus to go home. They can't drive. I mean, some may be able to drive, but yeah, story of a lot of people's lives. But you should dream of a brighter day, most definitely. Guys, we're still up to that challenge, getting one lady to talk to us. That's the challenge. I mean, we're also trying to show you guys the streets, and as you can see, the difference is quite serious from the uptown to the downtown. And of course, the main goal after the day, after seeing all these structures and the environment around, we also want to spice it up. Okay, guys, it's time we did this and said a good night to y'all. This is the last point, and a miracle has to happen right now. And yeah, miracle has to happen. That one is on phone. Okay, guys.
It is 1 minute past.
Oh, okay. Okay, guys, thank you very much for following up this video. Watch out for the next video, and guys, if you haven't subscribed, what are you waiting for? We came all this way to Kenya, Nairobi, for you not to subscribe. What are you even thinking? So please hit the subscription bell and see you in the next video. Like the video, of course, so that the algorithm can push it to other people, and share with a friend if you can, if you really like it. Okay, see you and have a good one.